Welcome to Insectech's Ethical Hacking course videos, module Virus. In this video, we'll discuss what is a virus, how viruses work, what are the types of viruses basically, and how an antivirus works, and couple of manual techniques to remove viruses from Windows based computer systems. And finally we'll see couple of demonstrations of how to remove the viruses. A virus is a computer program that disturbs the normal functionalities of a computer upon its execution. Like once if it gets executed in a computer system, it will delete the files, it will create unwanted files and folders, it may completely halt the system, and it will do many other kinds of things. And this kind of malicious computer programs are called viruses. We have a couple of types of viruses. I have taken few of them and let us see what they are. The very first one is boot sector virus. Generally, when a system starts, it will read a small part of hard disk upon its boot up. This particular boot sector virus, what it will do is it will attach itself to the first part of that hard disk. So this particular boot sector virus is very dangerous because of this reason. And the next one is Trojans. Trojan looks like a very legitimate program, but upon its execution it secretly performs some undesired functions. It causes a lot of damage to the victim system. Like it may be stealing and destroying the victim's data, or it may be giving complete remote access to the attacker, and the list goes on. We have a separate chapter on this particular Trojan horses, how Trojan horses work and how the attacks can be implemented and how to secure ourselves from Trojan horses. And the next one is worms. Worm is a program that makes the distribution of copies of itself. It means it is self-replicating. Generally, this particular worm spread across the network, and it damages the entire network of computers. So if one computer system gets compromised, the entire network of computer systems will be damaged. This is the problem with computer worms. And the next one is memory resident viruses. What they will do is they resides in a computer's volatile memory, it is RAM. So these viruses generally start with some other programs when they start in the RAM. Like if you take a legitimate program, when it starts inside RAM, this particular memory resident viruses will start along with that process, and even after the legitimate program stops its execution inside RAM, this particular memory resident virus will be there in RAM. So that is about memory resident viruses. And next one is rootkits. Rootkits are generally completely undetectable viruses which attempts to allow someone to gain control of a computer system. They are generally installed by Trojan horses again, and these are very dangerous. They give the complete access of the system to an attacker. And the next one is polymorphic viruses. These polymorphic viruses replicates themselves by creating multiple instances of this particular virus. So at the time of creation of these multiple instances, they'll give different digital signatures to each and every instance of this particular virus. So it will become a bit hard for an antivirus to detect it as a virus. And the last one is logic bombs. Logic bombs are the programs they generally will get executed at a specific date or when a specific event occurs. Let us say I have written a program which actually deletes all the folders in system 32 upon the first restart of the system. So this kind of programs, this kind of viruses are called logic bombs. And how a virus works. Generally, a virus will be in two modes. One is normal mode and another one is execution mode. If a virus is in normal mode, there is no problem, but if it is in execution mode, then the actual damage starts. So as long as a virus is there in your system in a normal mode, no problem is there, but when you click it, when you execute it, then the real damage starts. So let us try to understand how a sample virus works. This is a sample working of virus. If you see, we have Srinivas in this system startup. So let me go to start gpedit.msc, and in this user configuration, administrative templates, and start menu and taskbar. So in this, let me go down and quickly remove username from the start menu. So you just give a double click and enable it, apply, OK. Now close it, go back, restart your system, and let us try to understand what happens. This is the system is now shutting down, and still it is taking time, so let us wait for a while. Oh my god, it is very slow. Okay, it is now restarting. It is starting the system. It is booting from CD. Loading. Now this is my account, and now we are in. Still loading my personal settings. So okay, just click on OK, cancel. See, the name is now missing from the start menu. So we have done something manually which has removed my name from this start menu. If the same thing is done by a computer program, then we call that computer program as a virus. This is doing the particular virus, the particular program is causing something suspicious, which is deleting the names, which is deleting. See, we have no log off button. Earlier I have removed it using the same methodology. If the same thing is done by a computer program, then we call that program as a virus. So this is how a typical computer program works, typical virus works. So let us quickly go back to the presentation. Now let us try to understand how an antivirus works. Generally, antivirus works in two methods. One is signature based method, another one is heuristic method. In signature based method, antivirus vendors will collect all the old virus signatures and they will save them, they will store them in a database of signatures. So when antivirus tries to scan your system, it will try to check each and every file signatures with the database signatures. So if any signature is matching with the database signature, then it will treat it as a virus. So this is how signature based method works. But the biggest disadvantage with this method is it can easily be bypassed. If you take a sample signature in an antivirus software, this is, let us assume this is the sample signature with an antivirus software. Now what an attacker can do is he can simply modify the virus signature but not the virus functionality. So if an antivirus tries to check this particular signature, it cannot detect it as a virus since this particular new signature is not there in antivirus database. So this is the disadvantage with antivirus softwares. And now let us try to understand heuristic method. Heuristic method completely depends upon the behavior of a program. So if antivirus finds out some program suspicious, then it will detect it as a virus. So disadvantage of this particular heuristic method is it will result in more and more false positives. It means it will detect some program as a virus even if it is not a virus. Now let us try to understand some manual virus removal techniques without using any antiviruses. If you take any virus, as we discussed, it will be in two modes. One is normal mode and one is execution mode. If it is in normal mode, it doesn't do any kind of damage, but only if it is in execution mode, we have to stop the execution using some tool, and we are gonna use Sysinternal Tools Process Explorer, which is actually developed by Microsoft. It is very similar to Task Manager but somewhat advanced. It will list out all the processes that are being run and who is the vendor of the process if available. And if any process is looking suspicious, we have to kill it using Process Explorer. This is the agenda behind using manual virus removal techniques. And let us have a very quick demo of how we can remove viruses. I'm just going to my computer. In this I have one folder. Let me just quickly go back. I'm creating a folder. I'm going to paste so I'm just moving all the some important files to this. I'm just moving all those files into one new folder. Now we have a USB drive attached to this computer system. It has only one folder inside this. Now in my system I have a virus called Recycler. This is a virus. I'm just going to open it, extract it onto my desktop, extract it. So now close it. Now we have a virus called Recycler. Just open it and double click it. Now I have executed this. Till now it was in normal mode, now it is in execution mode. So if you go back to your USB, there was one extra folder called Recycler. This is actually the virus. Now if you try to delete this, delete, yes, it is deleted. Just refresh your system, it came back. Now again delete it and refresh it, and again refresh it, it came back. So now it is in a process where it is actually creating itself, it is actually replicating itself. It is not replicating, it is not getting deleted even if you are deleting. So there is having some problem in the system. This system is infected with the virus. Now let us try to remove this virus manually. I have Process Explorer in my system. I am opening it. Let me run my Process Explorer and see. Now in this Process Explorer, all the processes that are being run in the system are being displayed along with the vendor's name. See, some process are related to associated with Microsoft Corporation, and if you go down, here is your suspicious process. We have a process called Recycler, which is with the icon folder, and if you observe the company name, there is nothing. So it is looking something suspicious, and it has 3 child processes as well. So the first thing you have to do is we have to stop this particular process from execution mode. So you just give a right click and suspend the process so that it will be stopped from execution. Now give a right click and kill the entire process tree so that the parent and child processes will be killed. Awesome. Now they have been removed, but the biggest problem with this particular virus is it will be added to the startup. So for now it has been deleted. If you just go back to your My Computer, if you remove your recycler virus, and now if you refresh, it's not coming back because we have suspended it from execution. Now even if you refresh for many times, it will not come back. But the biggest problem is it will be added to your startup so that for the next time when you restart your system, it will be coming again. So what we have to do is we need to remove the virus from startup also. So let us go to Start, msconfig, and in this we have startup. See, we have WinSys app, WinAlert, COMMGR, WinSys app, WinAlert, COMMGR. All these are the processes which we have killed in Process Explorer. So let's just uncheck them, apply, close, so that for the next time when you restart your system, they will not come back. Now your system is secured. There is no virus, nothing. Virus has been deleted now using a simple tool called Process Explorer. So this is the beauty of Process Explorer. This particular Process Explorer tool has been developed by Microsoft people, and it is very handy in the case of hunting malwares. And let us quickly go back to the presentation, and this is what we have with this virus video, and thank you.